Hello, bonjour everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyril, I have been a stem cell researcher for many years and this is why I can tell you about the science behind skincare ingredients. For today's video we are going to talk about niacinamide, and this is one of those ingredients that have a lot of hype, and for once this is well deserved, and you will see that niacinamide is a very interesting active that has many good properties on the skin. And personally I have discovered this ingredient many years ago, probably around 2013, during my first trip to South Korea. And in South Korea, skincare are everywhere. This is kind of crazy, and in almost all the products, especially at that time, for now I don't know, you find niacinamide pretty high on the list of ingredients, and this is when I have started to do my research about this ingredient. And one of the effects of this ingredient is that it is called a skin brightening ingredient, and I will tell you a little bit more about it. So niacinamide is also known as nicotinamide or nicotinic acid, and in biology this is a very well-known molecule, I would say, because it is part of a bigger molecule that we call a coenzyme, which is the NAD, and this molecule is an essential part of the energetic metabolism of all your cells, but also in all animal cells, so in your dog, in your cats, in lion, in fish, and etc. But you also find this energetic process that is also dependent on the NAD, so basically on niacinamide in a way, in plants, but also in fungus, in certain bacteria, and etc. So this is definitely one of those molecules that you find in different life forms. And when you are eating vegetables and also animal products, they also contain niacinamide. So if you look at the scientific literature, you will learn that niacinamide has an anti-inflammatory properties because it decreases some of the pro-inflammatory cytokines. So basically when your body, and especially your skin, respond to a stress, it can produce some stress signal that we call pro-inflammatory cytokines, such as the TNF-alpha, and in vitro model, when you feed keratinocyte with niacinamide, you can decrease those inflammatory cytokines, but it's not really well, I would say, proven in vivo. However, it is also known that for a very dry skin, that niacinamide can also strengthen the skin barrier, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on this video. And also it diminishes the sensation of itchiness, which I would say goes with this idea that it is anti-inflammatory when applied on the skin. Another study that is from the early 90s has shown that 4% of niacinamide compared to clindamycin, which is basically an antibiotics, when used on us, on people suffering from mild acne to moderate acne, that it can reduce the numbers of breakouts, but not that much for comedones, so basically blackheads, or closed pores, so white heads. So I think this is also where this whole idea that niacinamide can help to fight acne. Still keep in mind that the effect is not drastic, obviously, and this is definitely an ingredient to consider to add to your regimens. And basically the main actives that are really going to impact your skin are peeling agents in the form of AHA, especially glycolic acid, and BHA with salicylic acid. Even better would to use azelaic acid and also pump it up with salicylic acid, and you can add also your niacinamide. Another very interesting properties is especially for those of you who are suffering from hyperpigmentation, because it has also been shown in vitro and also in vivo that it can fade out some of the hyperpigmentation on the face. And there is one study that has been done in vivo, so basically on us, a double-blind study that was done by a Japanese team that shown that after 2 months you have a reduction of the hyperpigmentation. So this is not something that is drastic. The research seems to show that the mechanism of action of niacinamide is to block the transfer of melanin towards your keratinocytes. So basically in your skin you have melanocytes, which are specialized cells that produce the pigments responsible for the darkening of the skin. And those melanocytes are going to keep those little pockets of melanin to the other cells, which we call them keratinocytes. And niacinamide is going to prevent this transfer. And this is very interesting because in your hyperpigmentation treatment, you can combine it with others like kojic acid or alpha-arbutin, and those two are blocking the synthesis of melanin. So if you add in addition niacinamide, you will also prevent the transfer of those melanin that has, I would say, passed through. Again, if you're suffering from a lot of hyperpigmentation, this is something that is so hard to tackle, especially with over-the-counter skincare. I do have a video where I go really in details and I propose you a super hardcore routine. This is not a routine that is meant for all year long, but really like to tackle for 2 to 3 months those brown spots and like hyperpigmentation area. And I'm going to link on the top. What I forgot also to tell you that in this experiment where the hyperpigmentation faded, it used 5% of niacinamide. Again, it is always super important to know the concentration of your active. Another very interesting effect of niacinamide is skin strengthening ability, which is probably, in my opinion, the most interesting effect of niacinamide, because for hyperpigmentation, even though it works, it is not a game changer, especially compared to really potent retinol, so retinol 1%, or very strong acids. Same thing for acne, but for skin strengthening, this is one of those few ingredients that can really help to strengthen your skin. It has been shown in vitro and also in vivo that it can increase the synthesis of ceramide, but also of free fatty acid. And I remind you that the skin barrier is made of dead skin cells that we name corneocytes that are rich into keratin and also natural humectants. And in between, you have like a sort of glue that is made of lipids. And this glue is made by ceramide, cholesterol, and also free fatty acid. And if you feed your skin with niacinamide, you are going to boost this process. And it also has been shown in vivo. This is not a massive and drastic difference, but still the researcher at the end of the experiment has been able to show that when you use niacinamide, you do reduce the loss of water through the epidermis, aka the famous 12, the transepidermal water loss. So this is definitely a very interesting ingredient to support the skin. Also, another effect that is interesting is that it is most likely an excellent antioxidant. Definitely, niacinamide is an ingredient that is a natural antioxidant because it is part of the energetic process, and also because it boosts the synthesis of ceramides. It means that niacinamides can penetrate into the cells that are alive, so beneath the skin barrier, so most likely it also has an antioxidant activity down there, which is something that you obviously want. Another thing that I love about this ingredient is that we all basically need it. If you are suffering from acne, you do want to help your skin, first of all, to strengthen its skin barrier because your skin is in constant inflammation mode, and also you will benefit from its anti-inflammatory properties. If you have just normal skin, healthy skin that looks, I would say, well and healthy, you will also benefit from it, because even though your skin looks fine and maybe beautiful, and if you do, you are very lucky, and I'm happy for you. When you go outside with the change of season, the change of humidity, the UVs, and etc., all of these are stress factors. And definitely, if your skin barrier is even stronger, it is better for you, and also on the long term for aging. It is also an excellent ingredient if you are starting an anti-aging routine and you want to tackle both sides of aging using tretinoid or also 1% retinol or strong pinning. Niacinamide is going to help you to cope with those side effects, plus have this wonderful antioxidant effect on the skin. So overall, it is an excellent ingredient. So two products that are very interesting to consider that contain niacinamide. The first one is this one. This is from SVR. This is the Ampoule B Hydra. This is not, if you are not new to my channel, you will already know about this product, and you can check my video about this bad boy. But basically, this one is a hyaluronic serum that is extremely well done, that also contains 5% of niacinamide. So you first of all, you know the concentration, which is the proper concentration to have an effect on the skin, plus the hyaluronic acid. I found it brilliant to have this combination. So you have excellent humectants plus niacinamide, and definitely this serum is compatible for every skin type and every skin issues, and it is fragrance free. Another one, which is a completely different categories, is this one from Dr. Sam. This is the Flawless, the Nightly Serum. This is one of the products that is in my best of 2019. So this is an anti-aging serum that is also an excellent serum to consider if you have mild acne, because it contains azelaic acid plus niacinamide and also granactive and bakuchiol, and both of them, there are some study that shows that it can help with acne. So also check my video about it where I talk a little bit more about it, but it is an excellent product to consider. So comment down below and tell me what you thought about this video, and if you have, of course, any questions, I'm always happy to answer you. If you like this video, please thumbs up, consider to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and don't forget to ring the bell to not miss any of my new videos. You can also check my Instagram profile. I am Cyril Laurent. You have a lot of stuff here with short video, again about skincare, of course, and a lot of sunscreen recommendation. I thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you next time. Au revoir. Bye bye.